Welcome to Module 2 of the Kindness Initiative Volunteer Training Program. Thank you for joining our incredible program as a volunteer and taking time to participate in this course. My name is Jonah Weinberg and I'm the Coordinating Director for the Kindness Initiative. The outpouring of support and interest in our program has been so heartwarming, and I'm impressed every day by the dedication of the selfless volunteers who make our efforts possible. Module 1 described the genesis of the Kindness Initiative, how and why we were formed, and the need to fill certain voids in the support system for fellow Jews without resources. In Module 2, we will delve into our mission and vision, explain the membership model for the vulnerable Jewish households, the role and importance of volunteers, the collaborations with outside service provider organizations, and the client assistance approach we use. And I will also explain our organizational structure. Our mission is what we do at our core, which is to alleviate poverty in the San Diego Jewish community. In this case, we define living in poverty as being unable to meet the basic human needs, including shelter, food, and clothing. And for the purposes of this initiative, we define Jewish as those individuals who self-identify as Jewish, along with their households. Additionally, we include employees of communal Jewish organizations regardless of their faith background. Unlike the mission, an organization's vision is aspirational. It takes into account what we hope our program will become. In the case of the Kindness Initiative, our vision is to create a lasting framework that serves the needs of vulnerable Jewish households for decades to come. We are not interested in reinventing the wheel or duplicating services that are already offered by and well executed by other organizations. So we collaborate with other organizations to meet the service needs of our members, and wherever possible, to enhance the services that they provide to our members. We are also building an extensive volunteer corps to assist our members while minimizing overhead costs and accomplishing the many projects needed but not currently available. And as always, we seek out innovative solutions to these challenges. So the essence of what we do as an organization in partnership with our volunteers is make sure that each member household has access to the services that meet their needs. We strive to protect and maintain the personal dignity of those we assist, and we use creative and innovative solutions to identify those in need, making it easy for them to sign up for kindness services, assist them to identify, navigate, and access these services, and always advocate for them as we share caring social contact, recognizing that many of them are socially isolated. We don't have clients or patients or poor people, we have members. We developed a free membership model to provide these services, and the only thing we ask of our members are, 1, to complete a very short online survey on our website after each service provider interaction, so we can monitor service provider performance and member progress, and 2, for our members to maintain our values by following our member etiquette statement. Members are at the center of our activities. We are a member-centric organization, and whatever their needs are, we strive to meet them. Whether it's transportation, housing, employment, childcare, Shabbat meals, vision care, you name it, we are here to assist. Of course, we can't provide all of these services internally, and there are other organizations that already have expertise in these areas. So we work with them to build collaborations and help enhance their services for our members. These organizations may be Jewish or non-Jewish. We are completely agnostic regarding service providers. We are just looking for the best alternatives for our members. The glue of the kindness system is a dedicated and trained volunteer corps, and that would be you. Volunteers who interact directly with Kindness Initiative members are referred to as angels, and they serve as the primary intermediary between our members and the services they are seeking. Ambassadors are the next category of volunteers, and they facilitate angels and their members receiving services from collaborating service provider partners, effectively working as an ambassador between that organization and our members. Administrative volunteers assume roles in the program's administration such as marketing, compliance, fundraising, data management, and other member support positions that allow us to do all that we need to do with minimal overhead. And lastly, we have assignment volunteers who are willing to take on and lead projects to build out the infrastructure required to meet the full range of needs for our members, but which is not available from other sources. For example, pro bono vision care, tax or accounting services, legal services, and many other support activities. Volunteers are integral to the kindness client service model, shown here on the left, which involves identifying members, onboarding members with professional case managers, and providing the member and their designated angel with the resources to meet their immediate needs and eventual self-sufficiency. This will include appropriate service provider information, navigating and accessing these services, and monitoring member progress. These arrows on the right illustrate where the angels and the ambassadors are involved, as well as where our collaborating service partners participate. Kindness Initiative professionals collaborate with service providers and trained volunteers like you to help our members access the services so they can live with dignity and identify a way forward. This slide describes the kindness process once the member has joined the Kindness Initiative after completing an online application. The new member is contacted by one of our professional case managers who conducts a formal intake process. The case manager analyzes the member's needs and develops an action plan for the member. The plan identifies near-term emergency needs and longer-term actions towards self-sufficiency. It also identifies potential resources available both from our partners and internal options. The case manager assigns an angel to assist the member as they implement their plan. The angel and the case manager work together to figure out how these services will be received and how to negotiate the various systems in which they are housed. Then the member and the angel contact the appropriate ambassador assigned to the service provider identified, who will assist them in accessing this outside resource. In this case, it might be Interfaith Community Resources, and we may be looking for their North County Rent Relief Program. In other instances, it might be a service provided by the Kindness Initiative, say the need for car repairs or a used car. We also track member activities and service provider performance standards through online surveys completed by our members and volunteers. You will learn much more about this process and specific angel and ambassador activities in Module 3 of the training course. You will learn about administrative and assignment opportunities in Module 4, as well as tips and tools for being an effective volunteer in Module 5. In Module 6, Dr. Mantell will discuss the interpersonal relationship and handling difficult situations if they arrive. The final two modules, number 7 and 8, will explain how we maintain our records and communicate on Slack. You may remember that in the Volunteer Training Module 1, we mentioned that during the initial study and subsequent analysis leading to the formation of the Kindness Initiative, we identified 81 high-priority projects or assignments that needed to be developed and implemented. We had grouped them into 13 categories reflecting the various needs and processes our members would require. This chart illustrates just 8 of the categories in red and the various projects that were to be undertaken in each category. The different colors reflect different organizations for outsourcing some projects, and the purple circles are those to be done in-house. You probably have difficulty seeing this, but in each of the purple balloons, there is a different color writing. Yellow reflects those projects that were completed in our first 5 months, green reflects those in process, and red means they will always be ongoing, and white means that the assignment has not yet been started. In the first 5 months since the formation of the Kindness Initiative, 35 projects were outsourced. 12 were completed by the Kindness Initiative, 7 are in process, and 5 will always be in process. 21 projects have not yet started and are awaiting assignment volunteers. This is remarkable project coordination and collaboration in a very short time. Before ending this session, I would like to provide you with some perspective of the current organization structure at the Kindness Initiative. I realize that this chart is difficult to read, so I will just summarize a few points. Only the dark purple boxes are paid staff. All the light purple positions, including those outlined in purple, are volunteers. The blue boxes are outside partners, and the orange box is a project consultant. So clearly, this is a volunteer-driven organization. As I mentioned, I am the coordinating director. Donna Glasser on the right is our program director and oversees case management. There are other case managers and support volunteers focusing on different categories of services, such as housing. Angels who have been assigned to members also coordinate with Donna's group. Simone Abelson is our program manager and responsible for administration, marketing, accounting, and also assignment volunteers and their projects, and those are in pink. Robin Lichter is in charge of all volunteer recruiting, onboarding, training, and also angel coordination. Robin is our volunteer in chief. There's a volunteer responsible for coordinating service providers and ambassadors, as well as the case management support volunteers. And Steve Schulman and High Clarity provide our technology support. Fundraising is done in conjunction with the Financial Advisory Council, which in essence is our board. All key positions are represented on the Kindness Leadership Council. Well, if you understood all of that, you have passed the volunteer test. One last thing, confidentiality is critical to the Kindness Initiative. We have all signed non-disclosure agreements. Our members have shown their confidence in us by allowing us to assist them in a time of crisis, and we ask that you please respect their confidences. The role of volunteers like you is essential to improving the lives of our members and the success of the Kindness Initiative itself. Volunteerism for outstanding causes has been recognized and valued from time immemorial, and now is our time. We and our members appreciate your commitment. You are truly performing a mitzvah because, quote, nobody should ever feel alone and uncared for. Thank you for viewing this introduction to the Kindness Initiative. Together, our work alleviates poverty in our community, and I hope you find your activities as a kindness volunteer meaningful and fulfilling. Should you have any other questions, please email us at the address below. Thank you for attending Module 2, and we look forward to working with you.